I feel that when a democratic socialist can run for office and win in New York and now Washington, D.C., and a communist run for office in Michigan, it is a slap in the face of every veteran and I don't hold the Democrat and the Republican parties responsible, as I find my whole entire focus is on a Congress that has less approval rating than Charles Manson. It is unfortunate that so many men died and women died to stop communism because they were told by the government, this is what we do. Now we let them run for office. So, fathers, let me start my message today by telling you there has never been a time like today when we need fathers to triumphantly stand for what is right and to teach our children. Dr. Leonard Sweet recently reflected on some of the alarming changes which are happening in our world. To document his concern, Dr. Sweet shared some statistics from a California Department of Education study, which compared the top 7 discipline problems in the public schools in the 1940s versus the top 12 problems in public schools today. Listen to how times have changed. In 1940, the top 7 discipline issues were talking in class, chewing gum. Some of you didn't learn it there, and you certainly have not learned it here. Should I call little Corey up here again? Her last sermon was, I know who you are, who leaves the gum under your seat. Because our children came in here and went, matters of fact, I believe your 2 boys were involved in that as well, underneath the seats and scraped all the gum off. But that was a problem back in the 40s. And well, there it is in 2026, and we've learned nothing. The other was making noise. This one was hard for me to accept. It's called running in the halls. Getting out of turn in line. Wearing improper clothing. And not putting waste in the trash basket. Today, drug and alcohol abuse, pregnancy, suicide, rape, robbery and assault with deadly weapons, arson, bombing, murder, absenteeism, vandalism, gang warfare, abortion, and sexually transmitted diseases. How do we prepare our children and ourselves to face a world that is changing dramatically? There was a song from my youth, and it was by Bob Dylan, and it said, the times, they are a-changing. And I think it's very true. The best way to deal with the massive changes all around us is to focus more intently on the things that never change. You see, sir, there are things in this life we can always count on. The number one thing that we can always count on is our God. I believe with all of my heart that when you need a friend to come alongside of you, when things are going bad, when the darkness begins to surround you, he comes beside of you and he begins to speak, and all of a sudden you realize there is hope for tomorrow. You see, there are some things in this life we can always count on. There are some things which are pure and eternal, that are constant and unshakable. There are some dependable spiritual laws woven into the very fabric of life, and those laws never change. They fit every age, every generation, every situation, and when we put our focus of our lives on those things that never change, then we find the power to rise up and say, I have hope for tomorrow, and I can teach my children about the hope. Because as long as He is on the throne, as long as He is on the mercy seat, as long as our God is still there waiting for us, there is hope for tomorrow. There is hope for our children. There is hope for our nation. And there is a hope that the flag of America will continue to wave, because there are some that will not bend and they will not bow to the gods of this world. And I believe that there's still a fraction in the United States of America that are going to rise up and say to the government, stop, hold it. You are no longer representing America.